Hi guys, Jaleesa here with Employee Speech. It's been 2 weeks. Oh my god, I have not made a video in 2 weeks. Oh, not in the middle. In 2 weeks, but how are you, love? Everything good? I'm here to check on you. It was the holidays. It was like Christmas and New Year's, so I was very busy, but I'm back. Been going for a minute now. I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the club. Case something. All right. Yes, I was reading TD SOAR. Let me tell you something like about reading during the holidays. Like I think like moving forward, I'm gonna just take like a huge break going forward with reading for the holidays because it just don't work. Like I could have read this book in like a week, in a couple of days, but it took me like 2.5 so long. So on to the book. So y'all know the title, TD Jakes. It's like a self-help, starting your own business kind of book, you know, written for people that are just starting out, just trying to start their own business. Like he outlines, you know, mistakes that you make, mistakes that he made. He gives great advice on like what you should do. One of the best pieces of advice that I thought that he gave was getting things in writing. He was like, even though you're friends and even though, you know, you have verbal agreements, it's awesome to get everything that you've ever done in writing. And it's like building your vision from the ground up is a very good, like without giving too much away. If you are starting a business, I do recommend you read this. Now, another reason why it took me so long, because this is not like a suspenseful, you know, entertaining book. It's really like some parts were entertaining, but it's really like just information for you. So a lot of times with these books, like I drag my feet because I love to read books where there's a storyline and where I'm entertained. But this book was more of a purpose of, look, I'm going to give you information because you're starting your own business, whatever. Just like in school, like everybody was excited for art class, but nobody wanted to go to math. You know, it's one of those things. I felt like I'm going to read this again because I got a lot of information for it. It's not a long read. I told you it only took me a long time because it was a holiday. But anyway, he talks a lot about like his family and his background and like his mom and how she, you know, I hate telling a lot of the books. Like I know this is supposed to be like me giving you, but I hate giving away the book. He talks about like how his mom worked hard and his whole family worked hard, so that, you know, went on to him working hard too. And then while I was reading, I was like, well, what if you, and then while I was reading, I was thinking like, well, what if you don't got nobody in your family that ever owned a business? And then the next chapter was just about just that, like, if you don't have nobody, you have to be the first one kind of thing. But it's very good. And at the end, he even gives you like definitions of like what's an asset, it's like really informational. And if you're starting a business, I challenge you to read this book. I love this so much. It's written by TD Jakes. Of course, you know he is a bishop, pastor. I always get confused. Maybe I should do some research on that. But yes, TD Jakes is a big deal. Like he does movies, and then he talks about how how writing books and things is something that just fell in line for him because he worked so hard at what he had at the moment. He talks about like doing your best with what you have at the moment. So I know I started this channel initially to like help people and, you know, do my part, but like reading this just like reassured me that I need to do what I have to do right now with what I have at the moment. And sometimes people want these big grand gestures and these grand things, and they want to do these big dreams, and they're not appreciative of the small ones. Like you got to be appreciative of the small things first before you can move on to these grand gestures and these big dreams. And I feel like this was just like a little wake-up call for me and my branding and my business to, like, you know, put more into what you're doing now, and then the rest will be okay, and it will come and it'll be great. But yeah, like I'm gonna give this book 3.5 hearts. Can you give a half a heart? I don't know, but that's my rating, 3.5 hearts for TD Jakes SOAR. And also I want to talk about like reading, like things that you absorb, anything in the world that you absorb, that you're seeing or reading or doing. Your opinion on it is also a reflection of who you are and your emotions at the moment. Because maybe this book is just not meant for me at this time, and that's why I didn't get that much into it. So I'm gonna come back to it and read it again because I may be in a different place where I can accept it at that point. So just be careful when reading and having opinions. Maybe it's just not your time to read that book. Maybe you're not in the place to receive the message that's in that book for you right now. So I think I'm definitely 100% gonna read this again. Be kind to each other. Be nice to each other. I love you if no one else told you today. And speak positivity into each other's lives. And if you are starting a business, please read this.